Hi everyone, welcome back to Paisanos Let's Cook. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving and safe travels if you were one of those on the road this year. Today we're going to do a tortellini Alfredo. So I will just show you the ingredients the way I make it. We have 2 sticks of butter. We have 4 cups of heavy cream. A pound and a half of fresh tortellini. If you can't find fresh, you can use frozen. That's perfectly fine. I have a cup and a half of fresh grated Parmesan Reggiano along with Asiago cheese. We are going to need a tablespoon of cornstarch eventually. And then we have some fresh chopped Italian flat parsley and some Asiago Parmesan for the garnish on the dish once it's completed. So, hi Kobe. This is our cat Kobe. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the butter melted in our pot. And I'll just put both sticks right in there. I've already have the pot for the tortellini on boil. It's on low, so eventually we'll let this come to a rolling boil. Tortellini, fresh tortellini cooks very quickly, 8 to 10 minutes it will be cooked. So just so you know that. So we've got the butter in there. And we're going to let that melt down for a little bit. And then 4 cups of heavy cream is equivalent to 2 pints. If you can find a big one, that would work too, as long as it's 4 cups to the 2 sticks of butter here. Our butter is now melted. So what we're going to do to this is we're going to add our 4 cups of the heavy cream. And we're going to add our cup and a half of our grated Parmesan Reggiano and our Asiago cheese. I'm going to do a sprinkle of salt in here. And I do a couple of sprinkles of pepper. I like it with a little more pepper. And now we're going to mix this all in. We're going to let this cook on low for about 15 minutes. And then I will show you where that cornstarch is going to come in. So we're just going to let this cook on a low flame, like I said, for about 15 minutes. Our pot here has our tortellini sauce in it, and as you can see, it's starting to boil a little bit. And during this whole process, you're just going to keep stirring this. And we're going to keep this on a low flame. And here's where the cornstarch comes in. So we have a tablespoon of cornstarch. And to this cornstarch, I'm going to add a little bit of water. And this is just going to make a little thickening agent for the sauce. Doesn't change the flavor at all. And then we're going to put this in our sauce here. And this is the part where you really need to just keep stirring it because we don't want it to get too thick. The tortellini's here. As it starts rising to the top, that's how you know it's cooked. About 8 to 10 minutes. Frozen tortellini can take a little longer, maybe 10 to 12 minutes. I'm just going to let this thicken up a little bit. And as you can see, it's starting to boil again. And this is when it's really going to start thickening up. We don't want it too thick. So we'll let that continue on the low flame. I'm going to lower this even more on the low. And now we're going to drain our tortellini. Then we're going to put these back in the pot. Try and get as much of that water out of there as you can. And as you can see here, the sauce is perfect. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, but it has a really nice consistency to it. So we're going to shut this off now. And we're going to put a couple of ladles of the sauce in our tortellini here. If you're having a big crowd, you want to put this in a big pasta dish, you can. I always like to serve it with a side of the sauce here. Some people like extra on top, some don't. So now I will get our pasta dish here. A nice helping of this in here. A little extra sauce here. Of course, this is always delicious with nice slices of grilled garlic bread. We'll be doing that in one of our videos as well. On top of this, now we'll just finish our dish off with our grated Parmesan Reggiano here. And then a little fresh chopped Italian parsley, mostly for color presentation. And there you have it. There's your tortellini Alfredo. I hope you really enjoyed this dish. It's just a classic Italian dish. Please have a like on this and subscribe. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any comments or questions, just post it and I'll be happy to answer anything you have. Thank you so much.